What if the biggest surprises about owning an Omoda 7 don't show up in the first week, but 6 months later? Because once the excitement fades and real-world driving begins, the story can change fast. Welcome back to Supercar, the channel where we go beyond the showroom and talk about what ownership is really like. Today we're looking at the Omoda 7, a crossover that grabbed attention with its design, technology, and tempting price tag. But there are 7 things salesmen rarely mention, things that only show up after the honeymoon phase is over. Stick around, because some of these could completely change the way you see this SUV. That fuel economy number on the window sticker? Real life may tell a very different story. 1. Real-world fuel economy isn't always what you expect. The Omoda 7 looks impressive on paper, especially when you see the advertised fuel figures. But once real life kicks in, highway driving, city traffic, air conditioning, passengers, and luggage, things can change quickly. Many owners report fuel consumption noticeably higher than the official numbers in daily driving. Over months and years, that difference can add up to real money. Before buying, don't rely only on the brochure. Check what actual owners are experiencing. The moment you drive it off the lot, the value game already starts. 2. Depreciation can be bigger than expected. Now let's talk about something salesmen rarely focus on: resale value. The Omoda 7 is still a newer player in the market, and newer brands often face stronger depreciation compared to long-established competitors. That means when it's time to sell or trade in, the value may drop faster than many buyers expect. If you're financing the car, it's something worth considering because long-term ownership costs are about more than just the purchase price. That tech-filled cabin looks amazing until something stops working. Parts and repair costs can surprise you. The Omoda 7 wins people over with its big screens, panoramic roof, and long list of features. But more technology also means more components that can eventually need repairs. Something many buyers don't hear is that newer brands can still have developing parts networks in some regions. Certain sensors, trim pieces, or electronic parts may take longer to arrive, and some independent garages may not yet be fully familiar with the vehicle. Long-term ownership isn't just about features. It's also about how easy and affordable those features are to maintain. It feels quiet and premium now, but will it stay that way after years on the road? 4. The cabin may not feel the same over time. One of the Omoda 7's strongest first impressions is how refined and quiet it feels. The cabin feels solid, road noise is low, and everything seems well put together. But long-term ownership tells a different story. As mileage builds, components like door seals, suspension parts, and insulation naturally wear over time. Small rattles can appear, extra road noise can creep in, and that fresh, solid feeling can slowly change. A test drive shows you the first 15 minutes, ownership shows you the next few years. The software that runs your car can become the biggest source of frustration you never saw coming. 5. Infotainment and software glitches are a real long-term concern. This one genuinely surprises a lot of buyers. The Omoda 7's massive, feature-rich infotainment system is a showroom showstopper. Gesture controls, wireless connectivity, embedded navigation, a digital instrument cluster. It's impressive by any standard. But here is a truth modern automakers don't love publicizing. Software-defined vehicles are also software-dependent vehicles. Owners have reported intermittent system freezes, connectivity dropouts, and interface lag. Issues that may require dealer resets or software patches to resolve. More critically, over-the-air update consistency varies. In some regions, firmware updates arrive reliably. In others, dealers remain the only update pathway. And as the software platform ages, the question of long-term support looms large. Will Omoda continue pushing meaningful updates to older vehicles? Or will your feature-rich cabin gradually feel more dated than it should? It's a question worth asking in writing before you sign anything. The suspension that feels sporty today is making a trade-off, and you're the one who pays for it later. 6. The suspension tune is a long-term trade-off. The Omoda 7 rides on a suspension setup tuned to feel dynamic and confident, slightly firm, well-controlled, and engaging in corners. Car journalists love it. It photographs well on canyon roads. But a suspension tuned for handling engagement is, by definition, working harder over every imperfection in the road surface. Over time, that firmer tuning accelerates wear on your shock absorbers, control arm bushings, and related components, particularly if you regularly drive on anything less than billiard-smooth tarmac. The math is simple. A stiffer suspension absorbs energy differently, and that energy has to go somewhere. Replacement costs for these components, combined with alignment and balancing services, form a hidden long-term maintenance budget that the Salesman's glossy cost of ownership sheet conveniently omits. A comfortable long-distance tourer should keep you comfortable over the long haul, in your seat and in your wallet. What happens when something goes wrong? And the nearest authorized service center is 2 hours away? 7. The after-sales service network is still expanding, and that matters. This last point ties everything together. The Omoda brand is growing fast, impressively fast. New markets, new dealerships, new service points are opening regularly, but fast growth and comprehensive coverage are not the same thing. In densely populated urban centers, you may be fine. But step outside the major metropolitan areas, and the authorized service network thins out quickly. For a vehicle as feature-rich and electronically complex as the Omoda 7, warranty work, software updates, and specialized repairs all flow through that authorized network. A thin network means longer waits, more travel, and less leverage as a consumer when disputes arise. Before purchasing, physically map out the authorized service centers within a reasonable distance of your home and your workplace. If the nearest one requires a road trip to reach, that's a real-world factor your salesman is banking on you not thinking about until it's too late. So there you have it. 7 things many buyers only discover after the excitement of the showroom wears off. Now, none of this automatically makes the Omoda 7 a bad car. For the right buyer, it can still be a stylish, tech-packed SUV with strong value for the money. But long-term, ownership is about more than a great first impression. It's about knowing the full picture before you sign anything. That's why Supercar exists, to help you ask smarter questions and make smarter decisions. If this video gave you something useful to think about, hit that like button, share it with anyone considering an Omoda 7, and subscribe to Supercar for more honest deep dives just like this. See you in the next one. Drive smart.